Hi there and welcome back to my YouTube channel. A few people had asked me would I do a tutorial for my envelope flippy thing. So this is it, and this is the first time I've done a tutorial, so please have a little patience with me. Now, I just use any old envelopes I've got. As you can see, I've just saved envelopes that come in the mail. I've got the big envelope here. I'm not sort of particularly fussed what kind of glue I use. Sometimes it's one thing, sometimes it's something else. Cosmic shimmer, Prit, double-sided tape. Just whatever floats your boat. Now what I've done is, that's my base, that's my big envelope. Don't get too bogged down in sizes, just use whatever fits. And I've distressed the edges. You don't have to distress the edges if you don't want to. I do. I've also marked my envelopes, what one's going what side, just for quickness. That's the ones for the inside. So let's see, keep them tidy. Right, this is my big envelope, and it tucks. I've tucked the flap in because that's the way it's going to work. I'm going to use that as a base for a big sheet of paper, and this one I'm going to tuck something in there. So I will glue this down. I'll just give it a quick glue. Excuse me if I go silent now and again, because I'm not one of those natural chatters. Right, that's that bit. Now, on here, I've got one from the top. I've marked them all. On the left 2, on the left 3. So I'll put 3 down first, 3 on the right. So this one is going to go on here, and I'll just stick some glue in that. And oops, so that's that one. Now remember here to lift your flap up, and then that one will go in there. Right, next 2. This one sits in here. Yeah, that's we're starting to flip here. The next one is this one. Now this one is a sticky here and here, so let me think. Yeah, I'll glue this bit down first. It's trying to think ahead what I need to do. And this one, I'll put that one down here a wee bit. Oh, wait a minute, make sure you get the right bit. Yeah, this one I'll just stick down here at the edges. There. Now, I'll put this one on, and I'll put it up a wee bit higher. Yep. There's no rights or wrongs, really, where you put your envelopes. Just whatever suits you. And I'm going to put my CD envelope on the front here because I think I'm going to use an Artemis kit, and she's got some lovely florals that would look nice on the, in that space there. I'll just put that in there. Right, so there we go. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. And then, oh, and look what I've done. I've done it myself. Right, take that off of there. You might be better doing one side at a time and then doing this side and put the flap out, because I've done this as many times. Right, I'll do it again. There. There. Here we are now. Right. So the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then it opens up like that. And I've glued that in. Don't worry about these little bits, because once you stick your paper down, that'll sort that out. Now on here, you could leave it like that. You could leave it like that just as a starter. Or as I've got a couple of ones here, you could stick some in here. And then you'd have another little flap in here. But what I'm going to do is, I'm going to put a big flip there and a big flip here. So there's my one for sitting in here. That's going to sit in here like that. I'll just stick this one down. Make sure I've got the right bit underneath. Working with the glue stick gives you a little bit of time if you stick your envelope in the wrong bit like I did before, because it doesn't stick straight away. Now this one is going to be on the bottom like that. There we are, bottom, top one. And in here, I'm going to have the right hand one. Now also, if you wanted to be really clever, you could keep these bits, but well, don't cover these bits when you're covering the envelope with paper, and you could show some florals or something, but I don't generally bother with that, but everyone to their own. So I'll glue this one down. I'm sure I've forgotten something here. Let me think. 2 ticks. I'll just get my other one because I just want to see what I've done with it. Let me see. Let me see what I've done here. Ah, it was in here, wasn't it? Right. Right, okay, I know what I'm doing. Stick this on, right enough. Stick this in here. Right, now, these two are going on that additional one on the right. And this one is going on this side. And this one is going on here. like that. I'll just cut a wee bit off of this one. I don't need all that. And a little bit off of this one. And this one is on the right hand side. So that comes like that. And that's that one that flips over to the right. If you stick an envelope down, you realise too late that it's in the wrong place. Just snip it off and use another envelope. Because all these bits will be covered up at the back. I'm not going to decorate this just now because I haven't got the paper prepared or anything like that. If anyone wants me to have a bash at decorating it, I will. I'm not in the habit of doing tutorials, so it's a bit daunting for me. Now, as I say, I've prepared all my envelopes and I distressed them. You don't have to distress them. Envelopes, you put them where you want. If you just want to use 1 or 2 envelopes to start with, or a smaller envelope, anything you want. Another thing to remember when you're sticking these down, you have to think where you're going to put, say, a tag or something. I know I'm going to put something here. That's not handy to get something in there. So what I would do is I would just snip that along here or on the top. I do it with my hand shaking there. There we are. Now that I know I'm going to put my whatever in there, floral display. This one, I'll use that. That's why I've distressed all that in here. Well, that bit here especially. I'll put an odd bit of paper in there just to cover up the white. And then I'll cut my paper to fit that. This one, just go in the front, paper in the front. This I can tuck something in here, that's quite handy. You could put a tag in there or a journaling card style. Make your own journaling card and put a wee tab so you can pull it back and forth. This one, yeah, you could put something in there. That's not too bad. Or you could stick your paper down on here and cut it there and pull something out that way. If you're sticking paper on the top of that, have I got a bit of paper? Say you're going to stick paper on the top of that. Don't glue your paper there because once you stick that down there, that's just short of space. I would take your glue round the edges there, stick your paper down, and then you'll see you've got a little bit there and it needs glue. Just put a little bead of glue down there. Because as I said, if you put your glue all over that, especially this bit, you're going to lose that bit. I've done that myself before. That one, not so bad. You could put a little something in there. This one, personally I would cover that whole thing again and snip it at the side. So that's your front flips. Pardon me. And in here, yeah, they're fine. You could pop something in there and just cover that. So you've just got your edge there. Something would fit, a bit of paper would fit in there. Like that. And then put your rest of your paper on here. And same with that one. An odd bit of paper. And then decorate this bit. This one, big sheet of paper, or whatever you want. I'm just going to put a big sheet of paper on it. You could put a tuck spot here, or a little corner tuck spot, whatever you wanted. And in the back here, I would just keep that as it was. I would put a huge big journaling card, or even some tea-dyed paper. Cover that up. You could put a tuck spot along the bottom or whatever. And now that envelope did go along there, and I've just taken the ruler and I've measured it, and it's 16 centimetres. And I've taken my pencil and I've just marked the 8, and then I've drawn a couple of lines and I've just snipped that. Or what you can do is snip it at the sides and fold it back, tuck it in. That works as well. It's just I like to make sure that's a wee bit stronger here. So what I've actually, when I've drawn my lines like that, to get that line and that line, then I've snipped it down the middle and folded it over, and that gives it a little bit of reinforcement there. Same with this one. It's got a little bit of reinforcement. You can also use a bit of washi tape. In fact, washi tape or double-sided tape. I've used double-sided tape in that one because I had a little accident when I was snipping it. And that covers fine. And when you've got your fancy papers on it, you're only going to see a little trim anyway. And you can put more distress ink on it. And in here, what I normally do is a big sheet of paper on there, and I'll maybe put a belly band that way or a belly band that way, and tuck more sheets of paper in, and then I'll use that for a big journaling card or more paper or a little booklet. You could even put a very thin junk journal in it. Just try it out. At the end of the day, it's only envelopes. If it goes wrong, snip them off, start again. It's a bit of fun. I really enjoy making these. I think that's all I can tell you just now. Oh, and I'm decorating the back there. Any questions, just ask me. I hope this was okay. Thanks very much. Bye.